beautiful beings, and welcome to my sacred space. My name is Raven, and thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to be here tonight because I honestly haven't shot an unboxing in maybe a couple of weeks. I know if you have been watching my channel for a long time, I used to churn out videos almost every other day and whatnot. It's just that I have been so busy, immensely busy with work, that I haven't had a chance to do an unboxing. But now that I'm here, I'm just so eager to open the Wandering Star Tarot with you. This is a deck by Kat Pierce, and initially this one came out as an independent deck, but I guess it gained a lot of attention that Hay House picked up the deck. So the box is fairly simple. As you can see, there's just a title all around it, and in the back you have the usual blurb, I guess I would say. So it says, "There is a universe inside you. The Wandering Star Tarot is a compass for seekers and dreamers in search of the treasures that lie within the heart, mind, and spirit." I love that they have an Oxford comma there. Don't mind me. Anyway, so yeah, this is I don't remember how much I bought this for, but I remember I got this during Hay House's sale. Okay, so I had to remove the shrink wrap off camera because I was really struggling. But here you go, this is how it looks like. It has that matte coating, but the title and the border, they're very shimmery, which is so stunning and pretty against the black background. But on the sides, it's not the same. But yeah, it doesn't matter. So I got this deck off of Hay House during their sale, and what I would recommend to you is subscribe to the newsletter, because they do send out, like, I don't know, maybe they do send out a lot of newsletters, so I just would end up deleting most of them. But when it says that there's a sale, I usually just open it up and grab whatever I want. But there you go, it's fun to be notified of sales. I also do the same thing for Llewellyn, so ooh, this is tight. Anyway, I got this deck I think for just 18 bucks, but in the back it says it retails for $26.99, but yay, I got it cheaper. Okay, so that is how it looks like. I wonder if you can read it. It says, "There is a universe inside you." Very interesting. I'm gonna put the cover right here, and then we're going to have a look at, ooh, pretty. Okay, so the guidebook is, oh, she looks pretty. Look at her. That is Kat Pierce. She's the creator. And like I said earlier, this deck was initially an independent deck. Good for her. All right, so let's have a look. It's not thick. It's, I don't know, I think it's quite thin, but flipping through it, I see that, you would have substantial information. Like, you would have keywords at the top, and at the same time, you have the information that you need to, oh my gosh, I love it. It says, "Tell your heart what the fear of suffering is." Sorry, let me repeat that. Tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself. I love it, and it's by Paulo Coelho. He's one of my favorite authors. By the way, I forgot to mention, I told you I haven't done this in a long time. But if you were here just for the flip through, have a look at my description box, because it will bear the timestamp for the actual flip through. Because here on my channel, I really go through the guidebooks because it's fun. And I know some people out there are interested in the guidebooks as well, because I myself was one who would search for videos that have, or that pay a little bit more attention to the guidebooks. So here, copyright 2021 by Kat Pierce. You have the star there. You have a table of contents, understanding the deck. You have major and minor arcana, using the deck. So I guess you would have spreads. Yeah, you would have spreads there. Let's go ahead. "I wish you much love and strength on your journey. Understanding the deck." I would say, without having a look at the actual cards and the whole of the guidebook, I would say that this is very, I would say, apt or very good for beginners, just because I'm already seeing the keywords there, which is, it's good. It's good to have that there. So you'd have, okay, substantial information for my major, minor, and major arcana cards. And then you have card a day, and then let's move on. So you have Celtic spread. Okay. The tarot could be described as God's picture book. Very interesting. I love it. I love how, ooh, you know what? Maybe I'll go through this just to read all of the quotes because I find it very interesting. And life is my message. But there we go. That's how it looks like. We saw earlier the minor arcana description for the minor arcana cards. It doesn't have a photo. It is, of course, black and white. But, very good information. You have keywords and the whole... Ooh. The mother's... Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, I forgot to mention this earlier. I was quite surprised to see that this one has 80 cards. So I figured, maybe there are 2 additional cards. And look. We have the Mother Star and the Creator. So the Mother Star, it says yes, and the other one says no. So I guess, we already know what that means. Pretty straightforward. But you still have a lot of information here if you would like to dig a little bit deeper. And then onto the minor arcana cards, and that's how it looks like. And in total, you would have 114 pages. Very good. Very good. Alrighty, let's have a look at the cards. Ooh, okay, so, the first time that I read this, I thought earlier, I didn't say it out loud, but I thought it was very interesting. And then I saw it again, and then, I'm seeing it again. So I don't know, maybe not overdo it, I guess, but that's just me. Sometimes I do have some, I don't know, maybe unpopular thoughts. But anyways, I'm going to remove this, what do you call that paper belt. And, this deck automatically reminds me of the Lightseer's Tarot just because of the quality of the cards. It is very much the same. I would even dare say it has the same cardstock. Maybe not exactly the same cardstock because the Lightseer's Tarot has a little bit of sheen. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I kind of remember having some or feeling different. But anyway, it is quite similar. The backing is interesting. I like it. I love how the borders look very well made and straight, and the middle part looks so raw, like how, I don't know, I feel like it's hand drawn and it was captured digitally and transferred there, and I think it's very interesting. Cardstock. Okay, cardstock is good. I like Hay House. Their cards are quite papery as opposed to US Games cardstock, only because I feel like US Games, they really laminate their decks. This is a lot papery. It is thick. There is a bit of resistance. Yeah, that's how it sounds like. But the artwork is very interesting. I like it, actually. Let me just grab my... Okay, because this is the first one up top. So I'm going to show you the Starseeker Tarot. So the Starseeker Tarot is an independent deck. If you're interested to see this beautiful deck, it should be there under my playlist for decks. Anyway, it is the same size. Okay, this is matte. This is not entirely matte, but it's not glossy either. It has some sheen, but you really can't take that away from paper, I guess, unless it's matte. But anyway, I'm rambling. Let's go ahead and have a look at the cards. This is beautiful. You know what? At first, I was quite apprehensive to purchase this deck just because I feel like it's always just going to be faces and whatnot. I've seen several of the cards, not the whole thing. So, Oh, she doesn't have fingers. But yeah, let's go through it together. Let me put this. Yeah, don't be messy. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Let's see. Okie dokie. Oh, this is how I used to hold my cards. Alrighty. And I'm gonna put on some music and we'll start. So there you go. That's the full flip through of the Wandering Star Tarot by Kat Pierce. I apologize if I was flipping a little bit too fast. You can always pause or maybe change the speed of your video if you want to read the keywords. But as you saw, you have keywords in each of the cards. That's why I said I think it's very interesting, and it would be good for beginners. I would say that this deck is, I don't know, maybe just very, very loosely based on Rider-Waite-Smith system. And as an RWS girl, I find it really good, actually, that I'm still able to identify the cards just by looking at them. Like I would see, because as you can see, most of the cards, yeah, of course, the Fool, right? But most of the cards would just bear, someone looking straight at you. And I don't know, it's quite captivating, really, because you see that the characters are just looking at you. Oh, this one's even using a binocular, so very interesting. Which is good because this one symbolizes, or this card actually speaks of adventure. Oh, there you go, adventure, travel, planning. So very apt. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about the faces. Some of them are blank, some of them are very expressive, very good, look at her. But the others are just, I find it very, very interesting as well how the rawness of the drawings, I don't know, it's captivating. I would say it's very adorable. I love the colors. I love that there's no boring space, or there's no dead space in the actual front of the card. As you can see, like every part of it is colored, or there's something going on. And I know a lot of people might not be into that because it can be quite distracting or whatnot, but I find it, I really appreciate it. I enjoy this deck. I love how there's so many different, oh, look at this one. This is very RWS inspired. This one too. But some of them, if you're not familiar with the RWS system, you wouldn't really catch it. But this is very good. I like it. Let me try to give it a shuffle. When I was doing the initial flip through, I was actually thinking of, I don't know, things that I will say. What happened? Okay, I was holding it the wrong way. But yeah, during the flip through, I have my comments, but okay, it doesn't fit my hands. If you're here in the channel, I do have tiny hands, so I'm gonna cut this into two so that we can give it a good shuffle. Okay. Oh, it bends nicely, but like I said earlier, this is very papery, so as you can see, it's quite bowed already after bending it. But let me go ahead and give it another shuffle. See? So I think that's the thing with papery cardstock, they don't really snap back. And I know a lot of people find it weird, but I do love my Los Scarabeo cards, for that reason. And sometimes that happens to me. So if the card, or if the cardstock isn't as bendy or as flexible, I would end up folding the actual cards. I'm trying to recall what else I thought of while I was doing the flip through, because I know I said some things, but right now it's just escaping me. So we're going to go ahead and give it an overhand shuffle. As you saw earlier, the riffle shuffle looks very good. I said it was a little bit bowed, and it still is, but I really mind. But if that's something that you are keen to not do on your cards, then just don't bridge them. But it shuffles really well like this as well. So oopsies. Very interesting. What else can I say? I would have to say that this deck is very pretty, very beautiful. I like the imagery. I adore the colors. And like I said, if you're a beginner, this would be a great starter deck. It's not really that 100% spot on with RWS system, but you can always read tarot regardless of whatever system you feel comfortable with, even if it's a Thoth tarot or a Marseille deck, regardless, it's how you connect with your spirit guides and how you use your intuition to guide yourself or provide guidance to other people moving forward. There you go. I guess I'm gonna end here. I've been, chatting and chatting. Let me know what you guys think Do you like this deck? Do you have it? Are you gonna purchase it? Let me know. Or if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment. You know, it takes me a little bit longer nowadays to actually respond to your comments, but I do read them, and whenever I find the time to respond, I do respond, and I apologize if I don't get to reply to you right away. Other than that, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here, and I hope I see you again soon. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like, or please subscribe to my channel for future videos like this. See you guys again soon.